Women in Itoku Market in Kenta area of Abeokuta, Ogun State have however followed a more traditional means of livelihood. Many of the women here say they inherited dealing in Kampala from their mothers and have found it to be lucrative. While they just sell the materials here, a lot of them are involved in the making process, which includes tie and dye. Alaja Silifat Ogungbade tells us that she has not even thought of trying another source of earning a living since her mother handed this over to her. And she's been about 30 years on this business. She's raised the bar and attracted various customers.
I like it because that's all my customers. They came from Kaduna. People came from Abuja. People came from Kano. They came from Lokoja to buy business for us, to buy Kampala.
And the earnings have been very useful.
This business, my children, they have already passed the university level. Most of the people they are working. I use this money to finance my family, my children. I'm getting a house for my project. The money I get, I will make to build a house for retirement age. That when I'm not satisfied this work again, I will stay at home. The money I collect from every year, I will be shooting for it.
Her story may be that of Rashidat Akomolafe in a few years, a graduate of transport planning who says that her effort to get a job has not paid off, and so she's put skills acquired from her mother to use.
I'm still searching for work, but due to unemployment rate now, I've started little things on my own. Like I have some tops and some gowns that I'm selling now for myself here in a shop. But I can still practice some dyeing method, like dyeing of clothes. I'll put it here and sell it for my own sake too. Even though if I get employment, I'll still be selling it because it's a profitable job.
Apart from serving as a source of financial support to the women, trading in Kampala and other local materials serve as means to promote the Nigerian culture and protect the naira. But this is not all that the women are found to engage in. It's been observed that they get engaged in economic activities which seem available in various areas based on comparative advantage.
In Ogun West, we have places like Imasha, where they do kokoro, where they specialize in making of kokoro. We have Imeko, where they make cold pap. They call it Eko. And when you come to places like Abeokuta, that's Ogun Central. We have places like Itoku Market, where they major in adire making. And we also have a place in Abeokuta called Ichaye. They specialize in making of clay pots. We call it in Yoruba Ikokwamo. And if you go to Ijebu, that's the eastern part, senatorial, and we have Gari Ijebu. That is their specialty. That is dry gari. So we have different things, and mostly in the rural areas. In our rural areas, they do farming majorly.
In spite of how busy it seems the women have been, the old and not totally verified saying that women are half the world population, working 2/3 of the world's working hours, receiving 10% of the world's income, owning less than 1% of the world's property is still making the rounds. And this has given some individuals reason to ask that women are given more attention in the areas of opportunities to explore their skills and engage in economic activities.
I think there is a DNA that God created and gave every woman to multitask. And as a woman, you are here to procreate, you are here to keep the home, you are here to keep the nation going, because we birth men who are what? Leaders. We're resourceful because we need to ensure that everything works. If it doesn't work, you have no business being a woman. Because from the time you step out of your home, you have to ensure that what you're leaving behind, as you step out of the door to go and fend for your daily business, to work if you're an employee, or to ensure that your business is working. Your home needs to work first, and for your home to work, there are various ingredients at play to ensure that that is working. If you don't run a good home, you cannot run a good business.
When a woman has a certain amount of money on her, compared to like a male, the first thought in our head is our family. It's how to enrich our family. It's how to enrich our community. A happy woman is a happy family. A happy family is a happy community. A happy community is a happy nation. That's just the way it works. We multitask. We start thinking, what do I get for my... You can't compare a man. A man would probably think that, okay, if he has an X amount of money on him, he'll start thinking, okay, I want to socialize with my friends. But with women, it's not like that. Our priorities are family, our children, our community. How do we do this? Do I get new uniforms for my kids? Do I get shoes? So it's always a priority for women. The way we say things is different from men.
However, all these could be a handful, so women are advised to embrace the strategy of planning and structuring.
When I started working in the bank as a financial analyst. When you work in corporate finance, there are things you can do in the office, and there are things you can take home. And so I used to take a lot of analysis home. So I'd go home, and then when my children were in bed, I'd start working, and I could work till 2 a.m. So all it is you can structure your life in a certain way. You're doing the work and you're gaining the experience. And I still went abroad for a course that lasted 3 months. I took my baby with me. So you can structure your time and still gain experience. But what it is that you don't go at it in the way that if you're single you would have. So I didn't spend every waking minute in the office. I structured my time in such a way that I could do the work that needed to be done in the office, and the bit I could do on my own, I took home and I did on my own.
The women will think about everything possible, from the irrelevancies to the relevant, and ensure that there's a middle way that we can sustain. Because all of this is about sustainability, all of this is about thinking outside the box, all of this is about also being anticipatory. We must, as women, we must always anticipate. I say to my mentors, I say to everybody I speak to, you must be able to anticipate and have a backup plan. You must have a backup plan for everything, a plan A, a B, or a C. I want to get out of the morning, my car isn't working. If I don't have an extra car, there must be a taxi or an Uber or somebody who can say, can we immediately drop me somewhere or up to meet that appointment. So again, it's about ensuring also that you build a diverse network. If you don't have a diverse network, you cannot succeed, because your network is your net worth. And when times come, the downtime and the uptime, at every time of the time, you see that your network is working for you.